We're in Lynn County, Ely, Iowa is where we find ourselves. This is not too terribly far from Cedar Rapids. Ely is, how American is this? A town with a population of 1,776, at least according to the last census. I don't know, you guys
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
This is 1776 is the population. I mean, that's Yankee Doodle Dandy territory is what that is. This is a brewery that opened up in the fall of 2019.
Yep.
It's a house divided. That's from the Abraham Lincoln speech in 1858 when he was running for Senate. He didn't win that race. But a house divided against itself cannot stand. I also think it's in the Bible. I think Gospel of Mark and Matthew. I'm showing off that I did a little research is what's going on here. A house divided, you named the brewery that because Lisa is a Hawkeye fan, whereas Cal roots for the Cyclones.
Yeah.
And you two somehow are making it work.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
So walk me through the process of, first of all, like how this whole thing got started. And by this whole thing, I mean you two, because you're married.
That's two.
Despite your differences. Despite the fact that you have very different passions when it comes to college sports.
Okay, so mine's pretty simple. I went to school at Iowa State.
Right.
Graduated from Iowa State. Lifelong Hawkeye, Cyclone fan. So, yes, I mean, I'm alumni, so I'm definitely a Cyclone fan all the way. So at least you can tell her side of the story.
I'm already sensing a little hostility here. Because
No hostility.
Do you see how he's like mentioning like I went to Iowa State and he's about to do the whereas Lisa is from Arizona. That's where this is coming.
Yes, I am.
You moved here from Arizona.
I moved here from Arizona in 2007.
And fell in love with the Hawkeyes.
No, I didn't actually. My friends were all Hawkeye fans. I didn't have any affiliation. I thought, I'll stay a Hawkeye fan. I'll root with my friends.
Right.
And a year later, I met Cal and thought, he said, I'm a Cyclone fan. I went to Iowa State. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the kind of thing you have to say very early on in a relationship.
Clearly,
it's
that's
like
an
your
Iowa
religion
thing.
or something. Like you have to get that out in the first couple of days.
I think it is clearly an Iowa thing.
Now, my understanding is that the House Divided name comes from the fact that your relationship is, again, a mixed marriage. But the name comes from when you were doing homebrewing, right?
Yes.
Am I right about this? It was a Christmas card that got this whole thing started?
You did your research,
You did, yes.
Yes.
It
So
was
back
a
in when
Christmas card with the flag up there on the wall that says House Divided, and we posed behind it for our Christmas card.
And you thought you were doing homebrewing at the time?
Homebrewing at the time, so I named my home brewery House Divided.
As far as this location, how do you then go from being a home brewer to opening up this beautiful? This is all built for you, right? This is a new building in downtown Ely, Iowa.
Ely.
And it's a beautiful space.
Yeah, we like it.
Can you walk me through the process of how you got to be from her finding ribbons and saying, I would like you to make me a beer, to having a place now where you've got, it looks like 12 handles, right?
Yeah. Yep. So once I started homebrewing again, the thought was always in my mind about, it'd be kind of cool to open a brewery.
Right. So it's a town of 1,776 people. To open up a brewery in a town like that, what has that been like, Lisa? As a community, did you get some weird looks when you said we're opening a brewery? Or
We didn't.
Yeah.
People were very excited when we started talking about it, and it was a lot of, before they even started building, we made some shirts and some koozies and started sort of getting it out there here in the community. So we heard a lot of, wow, we can't wait. When are you going to open? When are you going to open? And it was, we thought, okay, we're going to be open by Labor Day. Okay, maybe not end of September.
Right.
And then it was the end of October.
Right.
So there were some delays, but people were really excited about it, and they still are.
So this brewery, the theme House Divided, obviously Iowa State and Iowa, but can I say this with love and respect? You don't overdo it. Like, it's not all about that here.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's kind of what you're going for, but I mean, just the fact that your logo, it would have been very easy to do red and black and yellow, right? But you did green because you want it to be about more than just those two teams.
Right. Yep.
Why was that important, Lisa?
I didn't want to be pigeonholed. You don't want to be just one, okay, we're going to go to that Iowa State bar.
Right.
We wanted it, there's a lot of House Divideds. There's Cubs and Cardinals.
Right.
There's, you know, so we just want it to be open for everybody.
So tell me about the beer. We've talked enough about the brewery. The beer. You've got, it looks like nine different styles on right now.
9 of ours on tap right now.
Can I ask you this? Because I'm looking at the Untapped. You've got the beer, the style, the name, and then there's numbers. What are the numbers like L008, L005? I've never seen that before.
I just number every batch.
So that's the batch number.
The batch number, yes.
That's brilliant. So then that way you can, do you find that from batch to batch there's enough of a difference in things, or people can say, I liked 7 better than 9.
Yeah,
do you get that?
There's a little bit of difference, yeah. I mean, and with my IPA, my Forever Royal IPA, which I've been brewing for quite a few years, I'll just keep the same base and I'll just change up the hop profile just to try things out.
So it's
different
possible
things.
if we come here in the spring and then later on in the summer that we could have the same beer but have a little bit different characteristics.
Yes.
What all are you going for when you're back there brewing? What are the things that are on your top of your mind when you're making your beer? What do you want us to experience when we drink it?
I just want to make good quality beer to make and drink.
That's a good start. That's a good start. Are the beers really hop forward, or
I want to make something for everybody. Just somebody can come in here and pick out. I mean, people like hoppy beers,
Right.
and some people like the lighter beers. So I want to try to find something that everybody will enjoy.
It's House Divided. Lisa Cal, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming. It's their place. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers. Does Betsy tell you like you're not using your indoor voice sometimes, Grant, or what?
Yeah, no.
What is going on? Never had this happen. The point of this segment is to make sure that people from the Quad Cities know to come here. So I'm not Mike Wallace. I'm not here to say, I'm not here to ask any questions.
No
you
hard
say
stuff.
you use lactobacillus, but our labs found no. So
You say this beer is a certain percent alcohol, but our lab found
right? No.